first to the National League. Slugging percentage also first, just .207 with left-handed hitters. 7-3, 2.77 ERA. You see it right there. Tough luck loss last start, 2-1 against the Cards. Went a strong 7 innings, gave up just 1 run on 2 hits. He seems like the tough luck loss guy or the tough luck no decision guy for the Nats this year. He left the game 5 times this year with the lead and got the no decision. That is the second highest in all of baseball. Little luck he could be in the All-Star game too. Here's the defense behind Gio Gonzalez. Goodwin, Taylor, Harper, your outfield. Defoe, Rendon, left side. Murphy, Zimmerman, right side. And Matt Wieters behind the plate.
Rendon, always an encouraging word to get things going.
Didn't win the vote, finished 3rd. I got a lot more on him later. I have Nolan Arenado's numbers here and Anthony Rendon's. I'm going to give them to you a little bit later. You're going to be shocked who's better.
Yeah, you've been doing some crunching. Here we go. It's 10:10. And after a 3-hour and 5-minute radar delay, we are playing baseball. Like I said, the crew chief, Mike Everett, has the plate. 22 years in the big leagues. Chad Whitson, Jordan Baker, Bruce Dreckman, first, second, and third. Ball 2 to Ender Inciarte, who's the second best hit man in the league. Charlie Blackmon starting the day with 109 hits. Inciarte 108, and then comes Daniel Murphy at 105. And Inciarte has been a problem for Gio. Career matchup 9 for 17 with a base on balls. Rendon even with the bag at third. Swing and a miss on a fastball up, and the count's even 2-2.
Well, in my mind, I'm just pretending we're on the West Coast right now. Playing the Los Angeles Braves at their place. I'm going with that.
Off to the side. Good catch. There will be room to roam for foul balls tonight.
The Braves got in at like 4 a.m. last night, right?
Yeah. Had a night game at home against Houston. This ball popped up left side. Another one out of play. Brian Snitker, the Atlanta skipper, they're 3 under. Had a chance to get back to 500 or over, but got pounded 2 nights in a row by that Houston offense. And they sit 9.5 back of the Nats. Front door curveball. Gio comes to get it. Plenty of time. That's the first out of the night. Let's have a look at the National League East. Marlins lost a day game at St. Louis. The Mets didn't play tonight. Phillies were beaten at home. So that's what the division looks like right now. In fact, these 2 ball clubs, according to the formulas that are used, have played the 2 easiest schedules in Major League Baseball. A lot of that has to do with your division. You play so many games in your division, like between 70 and 75 games, and then only about 90 against the rest of Major League Baseball. So here's Brandon Phillips hitting .284. And some of his teammates have been in a bit of a scuffle lately. He's going to hit this one out to right center, and Bryce Harper has the ball slicing back to him. 2 down. Brandon Phillips now 0 for his last 10 and 4 for 35. Inside the numbers brought to you by Jeep. So yeah, this is the percentage, the winning percentage of opponents. And of course the Nets have something to do with that. They've forced some of those bad records by their dominance.
Well, you got to take care of business. I don't care who's on your schedule, and you don't make it up. I mean, look at the Mets, for example. They're, what are they, 11.5 back and 38-45, and they have an easy schedule. So
yeah, 3 of those teams in first place: the Nats, the Red Sox, and Milwaukee. Gio coming to get it, hoping to get it before it goes foul. So Freddie Freeman, the hitter.
I see that, Carper, and I think of, okay, you're going to say it's an easy schedule. Well, who's banged up on your team? How healthy are you when you play that team? Right. Or does it just go by records? I mean, did you get in at 3 in the morning like the Braves did last night and play the game the next? I mean, so there's a lot of variables into schedule strength, in my opinion.
Tapper right side. Was it worth the wait? 3:05 to get Gio a 1-2-3? I think so. Do you? ahead and penciled him into my bullpen box here in the scorebook. We'll see how long Gio can go on a night like this. And here come the Nats against Mike Foltynewicz, Michael A. Taylor. Last 30 home games, fantastic at 363. Check out the RBIs and the runs. And overall in his last 20 games, home or road, hitting 361 to get that batting average up to 280. Harper's rolling. Murphy's rolling. Rendona's rolling. And here comes Mike Foltynewicz, 25-year-old right-hander. It's his 16th start of the year.
Yeah, good fastball, 94.6 on average. Slider, curveball change to complement it. Okay, that's just learning how to pitch. Learn how to pitch with emotion and not be emotional. A lot of times he lets that get the best of him. And I think you're going to see more off speed than usual from the right-hander tonight. The Nats a fastball hitting bunch, and he's learning to pitch, you know, maybe more for the ball club than for his own numbers. So we're watching him develop into a pretty good right-hander. Like I said, took a no-hitter into the 9th last start.
Originally drafted by Houston, and as we've told you before this season, came to the Braves in a 5-player transaction that featured Evan Gattis going from Atlanta to Houston. Brian Goodwin's 3 for 5 against him with a home run this year. A couple of swings and off to the other side it goes 1-2.
So 119 pitches for Foltynewicz last time out. Interesting to see how he rebounds from that near no-hitter in Oakland.
Yeah. Got a couple extra hours rest tonight. But I'm sure these guys have been keyed up, Gio and Foltynewicz, for several hours. And that's a fastball up and in, 2-2. Goodwin 290 his last 22 games. Up the middle. That'll add to Bryant's 261 batting average. And he's now 4 for 6 against this Atlanta right-hander.
Well, 3 hours and 12 minutes late. There goes the no-hitter. Brian Goodwin right up the middle. A bullet, and Foltynewicz had the duck. Watch this coming at you. Stay hot, Brian Goodwin.
Here's Michael A. Taylor, 0 for 2 against Foltynewicz, and he tipped it while trying to bunt. Johan Camargo was on the move in from third.
He was hoping Freddie Freeman might be at third tonight, but by all accounts, he's done a nice job at third, at first tonight. But if you don't know, asked to move over to third base so that Matt Adams could keep playing. Matt Adams off tonight.
Yeah, Adams getting a regular night off. That ball went right over the rail and into the Nats dugout.
Was it defense for the Braves behind Foltynewicz?
Third base side, they'll have to be quick. Taylor screaming down the line. Not even close. They get Goodwin on the 5-4 fielder's choice.
He's putting it in play. Yeah, no chance to turn that. Not hit even close to hard enough.
Well, Bryce got a night off last night and didn't miss a game. He was the one guy that was getting a regular piece of rest. And Bryce, 16 for his last 36 over 10 games, hitting .444. Against Foltynewicz, 2 for 6 with a home run and 3 walks. I'm sure Bryce can hear those dozens of fans chanting, "Let's go Harper." Right behind him on the first base side. He drills one to center. Looked a lot better off the bat than it ended up. Kind of got out there and died, and Inciarte for the second out. And that'll bring in Ryan Zimmerman.
Yeah, there was a real nice crowd here tonight for the start of the ball game, but people couldn't stick out the rain delay. Can't say I blame them. Had to catch the metro and get home. So family and friends only left for this one.
Well, we hope many of you who were here are home safe and sound now, so grab a hot chocolate or some decaf or whatever you want. Stay up with us for a while.
Yeah, why not?
We can't see you. If you have your PJs on, that's fine. Zimmerman, 352 at home this year, 5th best in the league.
I think this will be a pretty competitive game for about 4 or 5 innings, and then it's whoever's got whatever left in the tank, in my opinion.
So the Nats have 3 of the top 4 batting average guys in the league. Taylor back in. Michael A is 10 for 13 stealing. Target away on 0-2.
Stackhouse is powered by AWS.
Zimmerman will serve one to right. And off that nice leadoff, Taylor easily to third. The Nats have a corner situation with 2 outs.
A pretty piece of hitting right here. Just a slider that stayed over the plate, but had some pretty good late break. You talk about going down and beating a good pitch. That's exactly what Ryan Zimmerman just did. An easy first to third for Michael Taylor with 2 outs. Line moving to a pretty good hitter.
Yeah, not bad. It's Murphy guy. Daniel Murphy this year 10 for 32 against the Braves with 3 homers and 4 RBIs. He drills one to right, and that was misjudged for a moment by Markakis. But he's a really good outfielder. He got back to make the adjustment. Nats get a couple of hits. No score after 1. Late night.
Couple of hits in the first for the Nats. Join the Nats in celebrating U.S. Marine Corps Day on Tuesday, July 25th, when the Nats take on the visiting Milwaukee Brewers, 7:05 start. I'm reading this just how it's written. Visit nationals.com/ickets today. So get your ickets for that one.
And more.
She's going to be there. She'll have some ickets.
She's got 8 more innings in her. So here we go. Top of the second, Matt Kemp. May be affected more than anybody by the absence of Freddie Freeman. 1 home run and 6 RBIs since the Nats played the Braves here back in the middle of June.
Still getting his hits. You remember he had that hamstring deal going into third the last time the Nats saw Matt Kemp. So
yeah, and that had him on the DL early this year.
He's not hitting home runs. He doesn't have his legs.
Hitting .216 his last 28 games. Gio, nice looking hook. Came around the back door out there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mercedes-Benz on the pitch cast.
Pitch he's used more this year than last year. A lot of success.
Then he buzzes him on the inside edge, and Kemp didn't like the call on the fastball by Mike Everett. 4 in a row for Gio to start the game, and a hitter and an umpire eyeballing each other there.
You see Matt Kemp, if you read lips, he said that's really bad. Pretty good frame by Matt Wieters. Planted the fastball in. What does PitchCast think? Too close to take.
Gio's 105th K of the year. He's about 5 or 6 strikeouts out of the top 10. Here's Nick Markakis, who's 9 for 38 career against him. He's been their road warrior this year. Markakis 324 away from SunTrust Park, with a 427 on base percentage. You can pencil this guy in for 280 to 285 every year. He has 42 RBIs. 2-1. Gio tonight, career start number 261. Looking for his 110th win. And the curveball stays upstairs, 3-1.
I think Gio's more effective with his velocity down, actually. Look at his fastball. It's 88 to 90. It's got more sink on it. He's throwing his curveball more than he did last year. 23.3% this year, 19.8% last year.
And he walked him. Markakis, 35th walk of the year. Braves have their first base runner with 1 out in the second.
And you look at the ERA as a result. So the lower velocity, well, it doesn't mean it's easier to hit. I think it just has more movement, more sink on it. And then you add Matt Wieters and being more calm and all that stuff. Why he's had such a nice first half.
Next up is former Nat Kurt Suzuki. Three for 5 career against Gio Gonzalez with an RBI. Coming off a 7 for 40 June. Playing in his 40th game for the Braves. That's way inside, 2-0. Eight home runs all of last year with Minnesota for Kurt. 6 already with the Braves.
I think this is where Gio's so good and effective at pitching the bottom part of the strike zone, below the zone, to get that ground ball. You see him just go 2-0 change to Kurt right there. Looking for that double play ball.
Two-one pitch off the plate again. Look out, Ron Washington. Down went the third base coach, and I don't blame him. That ball slammed off the tarp after going by.
If you know Ron Washington, then you think that's funny. One of the best infielded coaches in baseball. Pretty good manager in his own right. And if he wanted to, he probably could have picked it. But, you know, at 10:30 at night, he chooses to duck right there.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see him tomorrow. He's still catching it from the dugout.
3-2 with one out, runner holding, and Suzuki pops one up. This will be close and unreachable for Rendon and Defoe. Gio and his defense looking for that one-out ground ball here. And a check of Markakis to keep him close.
Suzuki just 18 strikeouts on the season. Maybe start Markakis here.
Target in. It's a pop-up right side. Murphy on the angle. And that ball came twisting back, and he grabs it for the second out. Got to bring in Johan Camargo.
He went over there. I don't think Bryce got a read on that. He kind of broke back, actually, and then that was all Murph. Surrounds it, makes a nice play. 2 outs. Pointing at it just so he knows where it is.
Johan Camargo, 23-year-old rookie, batting .283. Switch hitter, and for the right side, he's 8 for 22. So he's at third base tonight. As FP mentioned, Matt Adams getting the night off. And we were told by some of our counterparts with the Braves that Freeman, when Matt Adams is back in the lineup, will be back over at third base.
I think Matt Adams should play third. Isn't he left-handed?
Left-handed thrower?
Yeah.
Gio continues to try to paint in there and misses with the fastball. 1-1. There's Matt Adams, who's kind of that dead left-handed pull hitter. Kind of an ideal guy to have at first base. Look out. This time Eddie Perez ducking.
It's wound and drill the third base coach and first base coach tonight. Heads up. That's why they wear helmets, though, in all seriousness.
Yeah.
For those two you just saw.
One-two with 2 outs. It's upstairs. "20 pitches this inning for Gio, who needed only 11 to get through that 1-2-3 first. And that one right at Daniel Murphy. So Gio's going to work the first 2 innings without giving up a hit. Armaz Dadua is a guy who should be an all-star. Came in third in the voting for that final spot. Anthony Rendon, .333 over his last 36 games.
out there might get hurt in the home run derby. Who you got, Carp, in the home run derby?
I got to go with the hometown guy.
I agree. Before the first swing, make your picks for the T-Mobile Home Run Derby Bracket Challenge. With a little luck, you and 3 friends may be going to the 2017 World Series thanks to T-Mobile. Make your picks at MLB.com/bracket challenge. Yeah, I'll take the guy holding the trophy.
I mean, Aaron Judge, hard to go against him, but that crowd's going to go crazy over
I think someone's, if they open the windows there and left, might hit the ball out of the stadium.
Yeah. Here's Anthony Rendon. Ball 1, bottom of the 2nd underway. 1 for 7 with a homer against Fultonavich's career.
Might take out a few dancers too. Never know. They should probably wear helmets.
That ball drilled to the left field corner. Heading for doubles territory. And a high bounce off the wall. Anthony Rendon has 16 homers, 1 triple, and now 20 doubles. Yeah, so the extra base hits are piling up.
Yeah, 101 on the exit velocity here. So Nolan Arenado has 101 hits, Anthony Rendon 82. Arenado has 15 home runs, Rendon 16. Arenado has 63 RBI, Rendon 51. And Rendon hitting 297 before that hit, and Arenado 289. Slugging percentage, Anthony Rendon's better. So if you look at the games played, 40 at Coors Field for Nolan Arenado, 41 at Nats Park for Anthony Rendon. In my mind, if you stack the numbers, they're very similar. Arenado 3 errors, Rendon 5. So everybody talks about Arenado's defense. Anthony Rendon only has 5 errors. So, you know, last night I said second best third baseman in the National League when we were doing the rain delay theater. And looking at it more today, I don't know if that's the case. He might be the best third baseman in the National League.
Matt Wieters looking to at least move him, although we are getting down toward the top of the order here.
I mean, you could make the case, right?
Yeah.
Daniel Murphy said check Fangraphs and all the analytics bear that out. So yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with either. I think one's a little less flashy with better numbers.
Matt Wieters at 241 overall, 237, but he's 4 for 7 with an RBI against Mike Fultonavich.
Put it this way, I'd take both on my team and end it at that.
That's going to move the runner. A look to third by the shortstop Swanson, who is playing over there on the shift. And now we'll see if Wilmer Defoe can do something with this situation.
Productive at bat, nicely done.
Wilmer is 4 for 9 with 3 walks and 3 runs scored in his last 3 ball games. He's got a couple of hits against this guy. Infield coming in here early in the game. Strike call up in the zone. Pretty good percentage on guys at third base. Less than 2 outs by the Nat shortstop, who's driven in 7 runs this year. That ball is hit high and deep to right. Markakis approaching the track. Scoring easily as Anthony Rendon, as Wilmer Defoe muscles up a bit, and the Nats are on top.
It's a good at bat for Wilmer. He got on top of that high fastball, didn't he? Almost left the premises all the way back to the warning track. So an easy sac fly. Get him on, get him over, get him in. Nicely done.
Gio 5 for 35 with 5 RBIs. First pitch swinging. Shortstop out. Swanson. Things happening quickly, as we thought they might. And after 2, it's 1-0 Washington. except a walk. So far in a moment in history, brought to you by University of Maryland, University College, July 6, 13 at 20. Bryce Harper goes to the All-Star team as a starter, youngest ever for the National League, and a late vote thing going on got him to Citi Field in New York, where he would participate in the home run derby. Dad Ron and Bryce is saying, stay fair, stay fair, stay fair.
Oh, Ron was dropping cutters on him, so it was hard for him to keep him fair, and he still did. I think he lost to Cespedes in the finals, right? Who was an Oakland Athletic at that time. He did a real nice job. Very cool father-son moment. And he's saving his strength for next year here at Nats Park to enter that derby.
Yeah, he'll be in next year.
Better be.
Dansby Swanson, top of the third.
It'd be cool to see Nats Park rocking and Bryce Harper hitting him over those red seats in the upper tank. Maybe hit the trapeze school on the fly.
Bryce would hit 20 homers and drive in 58 that year.
By the way, I got invited to trapeze school last night. I met somebody from it downstairs.
Oh, you did?
They're always talking about it. Now you got to come flip around with us. And I said, all right.
Okay.
Maybe Bryce will come with me.
I was going to say, enjoy your solo visit over there.
It's just like a big bouncy house. That's all it is. Got to have a solid 2.0 to get in there. I'm ready.
Well, I'm not on academic probation,
Come
but
on.
I'm not going with you.
Put your Speedo on and come over there with me. We'll have a blast.
Nope. 2-1. So Gio pulling the string on Dansby Swanson, who hit .306 in June. Batting average still at .226. He's had good success against our lefty. 3 for 7, couple of home runs and 2 walks. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still trying to bang that fastball in there, and he's just holding on a little bit too long. A couple of long counts last inning got him up to 32 pitches after 2. Mike Fultonavich on deck. Inside the Numbers, brought to you by Jeep. So Gio last year before the All-Star break, under 500, the ERA almost 2 full runs a game higher, not to mention the opponent's batting average. So brought to you by Jeep. Same number of starts last year to this season.
I mean, ifs or whatever, but 5 times leaving with the lead. If he was 12-3 right now, or say 10-3, 11, he might be talking about Gio in the Cy Young conversation.
Yeah.
With his ERA. You still might.
And the Nats could have 60% of the rotation going to Miami.
Yeah, he still might. Second half. He wanted to go to Miami. That was his goal in spring training. He wanted to be an All-Star and go home for the All-Star game.
Hometown thing for him.
He's been the bad luck guy this year as far as decisions go, but his numbers kind of speak for themselves.
Dansby Swanson being quite a spoiler here in that number 8 spot, leading off the 3rd. So this is the 10th pitch of the at-bat, and he's gonna freeze him with that big curveball. Second strikeout tonight.
Big sweeping hammer. Look at the buckshot. That's why it's hard to hit off Gio Gonzalez. Look at pitch cast in the right-hand corner. I always talk about going up with a game plan off Gio Gonzalez. What's a game plan if I'm a hitter? I'm looking middle away. I'm going to try to drive the ball to right center tonight. Maybe you go up there and you change your game plan and send on a curveball one time. But if you go up against Gio Gonzalez and you see the pitch cast like this, where's my game plan? Look at where the pitches are. I might go up there 3 times and not find the pitch in the zone I'm looking in. That's why he's a tough at-bat.
And now 0-2 on Mike Fultonevich, who's 0 for 22 this year, 7 for 86 career. See ya. Strikeout number 3. So first time around the order, the Braves go 0 for 8 with a walk.
You can jump a see you later once in a while on a strikeout. The Washington area Toyota dealers help children and their families by making a donation of $37 to the Children's NIH for every strikeout by an Nats pitcher this season.
Top of the order, Ender Inciarte. He fouled off a couple before Gio got him on a comebacker. And this one high in the air, left field side and drifting away from Brian Goodwin. Down and in, 1-1. Nats lead the season series 5-4. Winning a couple of series down in Georgia. Braves took 2 out of 3 here less than a month ago. But in this ballpark, the Nats have dominated Atlanta. There's their first base hit of the night and number 109 for Ender Inciarte. So the home runs almost even, runs per game almost identical. Batting average is. Starters ERA, neither number very good, but the Nats have a better than 1 run per game average on the advantage there. So here's Brandon Phillips. Fly ball to Bryce Harper, first time. Inciarte 11 out of 16. Braves don't run a lot. 36 steals in 51 attempts. 5th lowest team stolen base total in the league. Oh, 1 to Phillips, and he hammers one up the middle. So just like that, the inning changes, and now Freddie Freeman is going to hit with 2 men aboard. Ground ball right side, first time up. Freddie and Gio have had some battles. 11 for 37. 2 homers, 12 RBIs, but Gio has struck him out 12 times.
Pretty sure you said this, but he missed 44 games with that fractured wrist on May 17th. Very similar to Trey Turner's.
Yeah.
The way he did it, I guess the injury itself and hopefully the healing time. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, right?
Yeah, Freddie Freeman about 2.5 weeks early from what they originally said. Well, that's something you go back to saying many times. All that stuff doesn't measure what's inside a guy and what motivates him and gives him the ability to come back a lot quicker.
The only difference is it's his left wrist, not his throwing hand. So Trey Turner has to throw when he comes back with that hand. And the snap of the wrist on the throw, I think, might be a little different from Freeman on his left wrist, where he just has to use it for a glove in the swing. And it's your top hand. So as a left-handed hitter, you're really pulling that right hand down, and the left hand comes along for the ride, where Trey Turner's got to throw from shortstop. So that might be a little different scenario.
2 balls, 1 strike. Freeman right on top of the plate as always by the time he finishes his move. He gets great coverage. So where do you pitch him? That ball's into right center. Inciarte will score easily. Bryce has to cut it off to keep Atlanta from taking the lead. So a tie game, and Freddie Freeman is back in the lineup and doing damage. That's his 26th RBI. 3 consecutive 2-out hits.
Well, some pretty tough things to do off Gio Gonzalez. Number one, lefties getting the hit. We already mentioned the left-handed average against, just 172 this year, and runners in scoring position with 2 outs. Gio's been one of the best in baseball, so Freddie Freeman checks a couple of boxes, and it's well chronicled. He loves to play against his ball club, and he comes through big time here with 2 outs.
Kemp has been walked, by the way, and that was Freddie Freeman's 999th major league hit. So Gio will go lefty-lefty on Nick Markakis.
Yeah, 111 average against with runners in scoring position for Gio, so tough to get hits with runners in scoring position.
Markakis a base on balls first time. That was with 1 out last inning. Mentioned his RBI total. First time he came up, 42 batted in, and that's with only 3 home runs. But he has 20 doubles, and Nick's always been a doubles machine. Bases loaded, 2 outs here, 1-1 game.
That was only the 3rd hit all year with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position off Gio.
Wow.
3 for 39 our opponents now with 2 outs.
Markakis out of play, left side. Jeep keeps on rolling here. So alluding to that number FP talked about, 077.
Gio wants to talk it over, make sure they're on the same page. He called Matt Wieters out. Talking into his hat. That's a new one. I like it. You can't do that in the second half of the season. You might pass out. You only talk to a first half hat.
I get your point.
Yeah.
1-2 with the bases loaded. Wieters sets up outer half. Gio inside 2-2. Mercedes-Benz on the pitch cast. That'll fill the count now. Phillips, Freeman, and Kemp about to be in motion.
I'll tell you what, if you got confidence in the curveball right here, there's no way he's thinking 3-2 curveball with the runners moving, the bases loaded. If you could flip one in there for a strike, you got a good chance. It's a gamble. It'll take some guts.
He gets a tapper to the right side. Murphy, good concentration with the runner flashing by. The Braves will tie the game, but they strand 3. Goodwin, Taylor, and Harper. It's now 1-1.
The second annual crab feast on the field. That's presented by Budweiser. Enjoy delicious Maryland blue crabs, sides, and all you care to drink Bud and Bud Light. While the Nats take on the Miami Marlins in Miami. Visit nationals.com/crab feast for details. Shellfish while they play the fish.
Nice. Here's Brian Goodwin. First time up. Base it up the middle. He's had success against Foltynewicz this year. At the Etta game against the Braves back in mid-June when he had everything but the triple for the cycle, and the first 2 of those hits were against this guy. Foltynewicz only lasted 3 1/3 against the Nats that night. That was that hard to take 11-10 loss when the Nats gave up 5 runs in the last 2 innings. Slap foul. And here's the homer by Brian Goodwin, leading off the bottom of the second.
Yeah, slider down and in, if I remember right. And the reason I say remember right, I saw it about 5 o'clock at our meeting today, so that's why I got to remember that far back. There it is. Hey, maybe 5:45.
That ball tailing back, and Goodwin hits it well to left, and Matt Kemp able to run it down. Tell you though, Brian Goodwin is giving the Nats quality at bats. So's Michael A. Taylor, who is next. Shu likes it when this guy's hit line drives the other way. Taylor bouncer to the left side. By the way, we are into the 11 o'clock hour. We are just getting started here on Masson tonight. 1-1. I think it's great that the fans who are able to stay around, a lot of them who sit upstairs, get to crowd down around the dugouts in the lower bowl tonight, and they are really enjoying themselves. Big hack, it's 1-2.
I think if you wait 3 hours for a rain delay, you should be able to sit in the dugout.
Well, and they put a sign up on the video board last inning. That would be a crowded dugout.
No, just everybody in the dugout.
Ice, free water, free soda, and free ice cream novelties the rest of the night.
Just make the dugout a clown car. Everybody get in it. And in the bullpen.
You can't feed the animals, though.
That's the only place you can sit if you sit through a 3-hour delay.
No novelties for that guy. He wants a foul ball. 1-2. Taylor chops it. Third base side again. Camargo with a bullet to the other side. 2 outs. Bryce Harper hit his 16th homer of the year against Foltynewicz in that game. He was leading off the 4th inning.
Tremendous balance throughout that swing. Look how he finishes. A lot of times when Bryce hits a homer, he's kind of falling down the first baseline. He was standing right where he started on that one. Let the ball get deep, used the lower half. That was pretty.
Nationals led 9-6 in that game. Eventually fell 11-10. Here's Bryce. Fly ball to center first time, and that's on the edge.
You know, when I say let the ball get deep, that's letting the ball come to you and trusting your hands and keeping, you know, the legs underneath you where your strength is. When Ryan Zimmerman is locked in, that's what he does so well. He stands tall and he lets the ball come to him.
This guy's got some gas. 99, and it's 0-2.
I say that he's throwing 99. It's tough to let the ball come to you when a guy's throwing 100, but it just means to think about using your hands more than your body to generate the strength.
Target away. Ryan Zimmerman base hit on that great swing going opposite field first time. And that thing gets on you in a hurry. 2-2, great take.
Pretty good pitch. Little run to it. Told Navitz with a look around, thinking that was strike 3. He had a similar pitch called a ball against him in the top of the 9th or the bottom of the 9th in Oakland on a 2-2 pitch to make it 3-2. And then Matt Olson took him deep on a fastball down the middle, 3-2. I was watching on TV. I thought it was a strike, and I thought he had a legitimate gripe, especially pitching for a no-hitter in the bottom of the 9th. You'd think you'd get the borderline calls. He didn't.
Sure. 2-2 pitch. And he takes a little bit off. That's the changeup at 88. Bryce has walked 54 times this year. On base percentage, second best in the league at .431, 2 points behind Paul Goldschmidt.
It's a good foul ball. Spoiled the borderline pitch, 96. Flick it away and hope the next one gets some more plate.
Target away. Harper hammers one to right. Markakis can't get there. Bryce is going to round it, keep on going, and he's going to make it easily. Bryce Harper, a hustle double, his 41st extra base hit, and his 95th hit of the year.
So you fight off a borderline pitch. We're going to show you that one first. Watch the location. He hits it perfect, right? Okay, so what? Good foul ball. FP, what are you talking about? I'm talking about this. Look at the next pitch. It was supposed to be in the same spot, so you live to fight another pitch. Now you get one with a lot more plate, and you drill it. That's the benefit of fouling off a nasty pitch with 2 strikes. You never know if he can repeat it. This is the pitch he hit. Suzuki was set up outside. Look where pitch 6 and 7 are. He wanted to put the next pitch right on top of the 6, maybe with a little more plate. He yanked it, and Bryce got a 2-out double. That's the art of hitting with 2 strikes right there. That was nice.
And Bryce, his batting average keeps on climbing. Ryan Zimmerman, base hit to right first time, his 94th hit of the year. Murphy's already over 100, and 2 teammates will be there soon.
Yeah, I see some people that kind of poo-poo the whole 2-strike foul ball thing, say you're praising somebody for fouling off a pitch and he's not doing what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to put it into play. Well, that's why you foul off pitches. So maybe the guy makes a mistake the next pitch and you hit one of the seats or hit a double. Plus, it's not easy to just foul off a pitch.
Zimmerman, 62 runs batted in. Good fielding crowd tonight. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Stay long enough, everybody might go home with a foul ball. It's like one of those expo nights where we used to play count the attendance in the dugout, not guess the attendance. You'd sit there and literally start counting around the ballpark.
2-2 pitch. Ryan straight back.
1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, we'd sit there and do it. Average exit velocity. There's the leaders in Major League Baseball. Ryan Zimmerman. Difference is he had that last year, the launch angle this year. I guarantee it's much higher.
Brought to you by PNC. 2-out RBI opportunity for Ryan Zimmerman. Murphy on deck. So this is the guy they want. Way outside, 3-2. Ryan doesn't walk a lot, only 20 times all year. The thing you like about this, though, we are better than halfway through the season. And some guys having big years for the Nats, their strikeout paces are pretty low if you project it out over the whole season for guys that are producing. That's foul. I mean, Zimmerman 56 strikeouts. That's maybe 110 for the whole season. That's really good. by today's standards. Bryce has struck out 68 times. Murphy, ridiculous, only 32 times. And Anthony Rendon has more walks than strikeouts. Most teams have one guy that does that. This ball club has 4. That's not even counting Jason Worth, who's got such a great eye. 3-2 with 2 outs again. Quite a battle for Zimmerman against Fultonevich. And Ryan's going to pull one to the left side. Long throw, and out is the call by Chad Whitson.
That's a pretty good play by Dansby Swanson, going away from it to the backhand and throwing an in-between hop to Freddie Freeman, who picks it. He looked out the first time. We'll watch it together in Exmo. And he's out the second time, too. Nice pick by Freddie Freeman. Nice play by Dansby Swanson.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a shortstop with 14 errors. He always seems to play great against the Nats. Brought to you by the all-wheel drive RAV4 Toyota. What drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals. We're going to the top of the 4th here at Nationals Park. Suzuki, Camargo, and Swanson against Dusty's starter, Gio Gonzalez, who's thrown 61 pitches, 40 strikes. Suzuki, pop up to Murphy, short right field first time. Curveball almost hit Suzuki. Got a change in the Nats outfield we'll tell you about in a moment. No change in right field where Bryce is stalking that one, and it got over him and one hops the wall. Suzuki the other way on a ball that surprised Bryce.
Check it out again. I think that first ball surprised Bryce a little bit. He's just kind of cruising for that. Has to put on a different gear at the end, and then I think there was a little slice to it. He tried to adjust, and it just beat him.
There's Johan Camargo upstairs. So Ryan Rayburn's in left field. He'll bat second, replacing Michael A. Taylor. And then Brian Goodwin moves over to center. And if we hear anything, we'll share it with you, but club policy usually precludes that until after the game.
There was a wince on a swing that we noticed last time up, so hopefully Michael A. Taylor's all right.
That's going to drop into right center. Suzuki being sent by Ron Washington on a tweener. And just like that, the Braves take the lead. Johan Camargo, 13th RBI.
Let's show you Michael A's swing, and we're hoping he's okay. There's his swing, and watch after. I don't know. If I had to guess, I'd say it was an oblique, and I hope he's okay. Like I said, I don't know.
Dansby Swanson called out on strikes first time. 10 pitch at bat. And Gio, a flat-footed throw over there. Camargo has not attempted a steal this year. So the Braves, 5 hits in the last 3 innings, and 6 of the last 7 batters for Atlanta have been on base. Oh, he's got that good hook in his hip pocket.
Doesn't look too happy right now.
Strike 3 call. On the changeup, Swanson watched it all the way in, and Gio has his 3rd K. Mercedes-Benz on the pitch cast.
Change up, good frame by Wieters. Swanson thought it was down. It was right in the box.
Now he's got the pitcher, Fultonevich, who he struck out swinging first time. Ball fouled. And the logical move by the Braves to try to get Camargo to second, because they've got one of the best contact singles and doubles hitters in the league on deck. Taking a stab at it. Fultonevich, 4 sacrifice bunts this year. There's Inciarte, whose base hit last inning led to a run. How about that? He's going to lay down a really good bunt on a 1-2 count. Wieters has to throw him out. Sacrifice goes 2-4. Gio Gonzalez's Uncork for a Cause fundraiser and release party for Gio's very own 2014 Sonoma Reserve Red Wine Happens on Thursday, July 27, 7 to 9 at the Teddy and the Bully Bar, 1200 19th Street Northwest here in the district. Proceeds benefit the Nationals Dream Foundation and Hialeah Baseball, Gio's alma mater right outside Miami. Go to uncorkedforacause.com for tickets. And if you want to sponsor the event, go to dreamatnationals.com.
How do we have Dusty Baker with his own wine, Gio with his own wine, and the booth up here is empty? I mean,
we specialize in bottled water at altitude. Can't drink up here.
Well, I just mean, how about a little something for the effort up here?
Want to know? I got something in the mail for the effort today.
I mean, I got one bottle of Dusty's wine once, and I still saved the bottle. And he's got a whole vineyard, for goodness sakes. Gio's got his own wine.
I think I mentioned a couple of months ago that we were so high up here, we're the only ones without harps. Karen Atkins of Grants Pass, Oregon, mailed us a miniature harp, like a Christmas ornament. So, Karen, thank you very much. Yep. And please, all of you who just heard that, no more harps. We have one.
That's the closest I'll ever get to a harp.
But now we have one.
I'm going the other way.
Up and in, 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, there's hope even for you. We got time. It's only the 4th inning. Got a lot of time to turn this thing around. Tighten it up.
Late night with the Nats. Let's have some fun.
Yep. This ball high in the air out to left, tailing back to Ryan Rayburn. So the Braves will pick up another run on the Suzuki double, the Camargo base hit. Daniel Murphy, he lined out his first time. He'll lead off, bottom 4. More on car insurance, geico.com. See how much you can save. Is Teddy going to win? I don't think so.
Nope.
Teddy is 0. Let's see, this is home game number 32. Teddy's going to be 0 for 42 after this one. Tom's looking good. There's some crowding in there, some bumping. And we're going to show you the entire race tonight, start to finish. That's 15 for Tom. George and Abe tied at 13, and Teddy, and Murphy, Rendon, Wieters, bottom of the 4th. Daniel Murphy with 2 aboard in the first, lined out to Markakis and right. So they want to start him away. Foltynewicz misses out there with his 50th pitch. 35 strikes. And nobody's going to catch that one. Murphy plugging the gap. This will be his 43rd extra base hit. And the fourth inning off to a good start on Daniel Murphy's 27th double. Hit number 106.
All right, lined out to right, first time up. Watch the finish. Yeah, there it is. Little bat toss. Doesn't matter what time it is. Daniel Murphy wakes up hitting. So confident, so relaxed, so focused, and the hits are just coming in bunches right now for Daniel hits Murphy.
Hit number 106 went 103 mph. There's Rendon, who's already doubled tonight. He scored the Nats' first run. Go ahead and clap at home if you can hear that. Anthony's driven in 51. Pretty good hook. So that's 15 to 16 miles an hour under the fastball. How many pitches does he see on the average every time up there? Almost 4.5. Right there with Curtis Granderson, Kyle Schwarber, Matt Carpenter, and Michael Conforto, who's on the DL. 45 walks, 44 strikeouts this year.
It's good if you finish the at-bat, but there's some guys in there with low averages. So
yeah. Foltynewicz burying that one down and in on Anthony, and the guy who can throw in the upper 90s gets his first strikeout tonight.
Oh, yes. See the softer side of your favorite Nats in the 2017-2018 Washington Nationals pet calendar. For just $20, get your limited edition calendar online for the Nationals Park Team Store. Proceeds benefit the Humane Rescue Alliance of Washington, D.C. Visit nationals.com/pet calendar. You didn't ask me to come on there with my pet turtle, Spanky.
Amazing story how you rescued him.
Amazing pet.
So you haven't released him yet to the marshes down by Bellhaven Country Club?
Nope.
Okay.
He's just a baby still. It's growing. Someday he'll be on a golf course near you.
Swimming with lots of Titleists. 0-2. Matt Wieters on the shift. Bounced one up the middle first time, right where Dansby Swanson plays him right now. Oh, 2 battle now for Matt, seeking his 32nd RBI. That one behind Gary Thurman, still coaching first base. In Davey Lope's absence, we hope Davey's back soon. Matt 4-for-8 career against Foltynewicz. There's the shift that resulted in that ground ball up the middle to the shortstop first time.
I watched Matt Wieters BP yesterday before the rain out, and he had some really good hacks going on. A lot more aggressive, was pulling the ball with authority, hitting some upper tank bombs.
And on a pitch in the dirt, Wieters strikes out. He's going to make Kurt Suzuki throw the ball. And after no strikeouts in 3 innings, 2 in a row now by the Atlanta right-hander.
Heads up. He might miss a walk.
doing his housekeeping in the batter's box.
There he goes.
Mike Everett just said, "You're out of here." So they can keep playing the slow music as long as they want here.
I mean, we're half asleep anyways. I don't feel like they should be able to play that. Gio's got 5 RBIs on the season. He's not afraid to get a big hit.
Yeah. Popped up to short left first time. Well, the Nats had a runner at second, nobody out. Murphy still parked there. Way inside, outfield's around to the right. Murphy can get a really good lead at second. Nobody really paying him much mind right now. And that's ball 2.
To take or swing? What do you think?
Yeah, it's a great question.
I say let it rip. This might be a good one.
There's a good win on deck. And down the third base line, that's handled by Camargo, and that's it for the Nats.
I mean, take.
They strand 2. Each team is stranded 5. 2-1 Braves.
With the recent promotion of Adrian Sanchez to fill the roster spot of the injured Trey Turner, the Nationals now have 3 infielders capable of playing second, third, and shortstop when you're talking about Stephen Drew, Wilmer Defoe, and Sanchez. And that obviously is a luxury for a manager, but bench coach Chris Spire the other day went as far as to call it a manager's dream, saying that to be able to have that level of versatility on the bench is crucial. And what it does is it allows Dusty Baker to play matchups as far as lefties and righties go. He can give Anthony Rendon and Daniel Murphy days off, in addition to having either Drew, Defoe, or Sanchez filling in for Trey Turner. And the Nats would obviously love to have Rendon at third, Turner at short, and Murphy at second on an everyday basis. But Spire says that for now, having the Drew, Defoe, Sanchez trio gives Dusty Baker loads of options up the middle.
All right, Dan, over 2 million vehicles sold and counting. Coons.com sideline report. Top 5, Gio's thrown a lot of pitches, 78 through 4 innings. Phillips, Freeman, and Kemp, 2, 3, 4. Right off the end of the bat, off the railing in front of the Nationals dugout, strike 1.
I'll tell you what, that shot we just showed of Wilmer at shortstop, he's ready to play. He don't care what time it is, how long he waited. He's clapping his glove, telling Gio, let's go. I like it. Adding some energy out there.
Yeah.
It's a big league game. He's ready.
Gio's curveball's in the dirt, 1-1.
There's some guys when you have a delay like that say we have to play. And there's some guys when you have a delay like that say we get to play. And that's Wilmer right now. He gets to play.
The change up, 2-1. Gio usually better the second time, but that didn't happen tonight. Second time through the order, they got 5 hits against him. There was an intentional walk after they went 0 for 8 with a walk first time through. So the numbers give you a feeling of what usually happens, but baseball isn't always like that. Very unpredictable. 3-1 pitch. Down to third. Rendon pops up with momentum and throws it to Zimmerman. When you have insight, you know how to handle your finances with confidence. Brought to you by PNC Bank, for the achiever in you. So 21-year-old center fielder Daniel Johnson, can a promotion to Potomac be far away? He's hitting 11 straight, 5th round pick just last year. That's some pretty good numbers for a guy in only his 2nd year of professional baseball. Well done. Here's Freddie Freeman. Big double got the Braves on the board last time up. Daniel Johnson, by the way, an Aggie out of New Mexico State. And Gio slips the 82 by him. 1-1. And some gas to the outside edge. Swing and a miss. Freddie Freeman down on strikes for the 33rd time this year. 13th time career Gio strikes him out.
Well, the changeup in, first of all, usually don't throw lefties changeups. Lefties don't do that. And then Freddie Freeman saw it on the inner half and recognized fastball. And look how far out in front he was of the Gio Gonzalez changeup. So good pitch by Gio for out number 2.
I love that slow-mo of the changeup, kind of that reverse action on the ball. Matt Kemp, strikeout, looking, and an intentional walk. Nobody throws a screwball anymore. It used to be mostly lefties, and that had such severe spin on it. I'd love to see that thing on an Exmo.
Fernando had a nasty screwball.
Remember Willie Hernandez of the Tigers?
Yeah, he had a nasty one too.
He was great out of the bullpen with that thing. There's Defoe. We got him the ball right after you talked to him. It took a while. And Gio a 1-2-3, top of the 5th with the top of the order straight ahead. Yeah, the Defoe sac fly, the Nats' only RBI of the night. They've had hits, at least one in every inning. Goodwin, at least Rayburn for Taylor, and then Harper here in the bottom of the 5th.
Hope Michael Taylor's okay. The Nats, I mean, they need him, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yep. We'll find out tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. Dusty's post game is tomorrow.
Yeah. Goodwin hammers this one. Deep left center. See you later. And the game is tied on his 7th of the year. He gets Fultonevich again.
Yeah, we showed you the one last time up the slider down and in, so Fultonevich goes away and Brian Goodwin hits it a ton into the red seats to left center field. You just don't see lefties other than Bryce Harper hit balls there. That was a bomb by Brian Goodwin the other way.
Yeah. Ryan Rayburn is 2 for 5 career against Fultonevich with a walk.
And watch this effortless swing. He just touches the baseball. I mean, there's a lot of legs, a lot of lower half, and he's a very handsy hitter. And we'll get you some StatCast on that if StatCast is still awake.
You know, I was thinking about some of our conversations about the baseball when I was working out this morning and saw video from last night's Colorado game. Their starting pitcher, John Gray, hit one to dead center field at Coors Field, and it was the longest home run hit by a Rocky this year. A pitcher hitting one farther than Arenado and that whole bunch.
Unbelievable.
It's crazy what's going on.
You see Brian Goodwin going where the big boys go, left center field. They stayed, they got a home run. Well, tried for a home run. Tie ball game, great swing. Brian Goodwin continues to impress.
Swing and a miss, and Rayburn down. 3rd K for Fultonevich, first out here, 5th inning. Harper and Zimmerman now, the next 2. Fly ball to center, double to right. And Bryce now hitting around .350 at home this year. .250 Atlanta, .260 Washington. Each team has stranded 5. Good idea on that curveball. 1-1. So Bryce 3 for 8 career against Fultonevich. Target in. High in the air. Inciarte out there. 2 outs for Ryan Zimmerman.
DC Lexus dealers donate $250 to the Children's National Health System for the first 200 home runs hit by the Nats this season. Lexus, experience amazing. Home run was pretty amazing against traffic the other way.
That ball was tattooed by Brian Goodwin. He has 20 RBIs now, and that's 6 homers, 14 batted in for him in his last 23 games. bringing really an element of power to that leadoff spot that we weren't expecting. That's a bit 125 on the year. Fastball up in the zone to Ryan Zimmerman, who's 1 for 2.
I'm talking about Goodwin. Just covered every zone. You try him down and in, he drops the barrel and shoots you out the right. You go up and away, he can hit you out the other way. First at bat, line drive up the middle. I mean, he's good to all fields.
And Ryan all locked up on that slider, 1 and 2.
The reason is he's got balance. He's very quiet up there, and he's got a quick bat. You feel like you're seeing the emergence of some players that might be around for a while, on top of all the other good things going on.
And what you love about it is they're organization guys. Goodwin, Taylor, Homer Defoe. That's low to Ryan, 2-2.
He's due to break that franchise home run record thingy. What did it, 234 and holding?
Yeah. Three and 2.
I feel like now's a really good time.
Ryan's last home run, June 13th. Against R.A. Dickey, who pitches here tomorrow night. So still tied with Vlad. Look out. Goodness gracious. Scoreboard says 116.
No, that was harder. That was 176. 116 is what they have in the truck too. Yeah, that was that's up.
I'll take their number.
Yeah. Extension.
Three, 2 with 2 outs. Another base hit the other way. Ryan Zimmerman taking what Mike Fultonevich has given him tonight. 2 for 3 to hit the ball in the shortstop hole last time. He's close to a 3 for 3 night.
He has the coolest jog to first, I think, on a single in all of baseball. He just hits it and gets really wide. It just cruises. Watch. And he gets wide, and just another hit. It's basically a home run shot on the single. I like it.
95 hits for Ryan Zimmerman. Bryce has collected his 95th tonight, and Murphy his 106th.
He's saying, I moved from third to first, and then you moved from first to third, and we're all screwed up. That's what he just told Freddie Freeman. It's like, you went.
Don't do it, Freddie. Don't do it.
You did it the hard way. You went from this side over to that side. I went from that side over to this side. So if you need any tips on that side, I could use some tips on this side from you, if you follow that.
And neither of them need hitting tips from the other.
Who's on first between Freddie Freeman and Ryan Zimmerman?
Well, both right now.
Yeah.
0-1 to Murphy. And he's going to get jammed into a fly ball to center. Brian Goodwin's homer leading off the 5th ties it up. Zimmerman a hit later. So Goodwin 2 for 3 tonight, and he's on a roll. 7 homers on the year, 20 RBIs, and 6 of those in his last 23 games.
The smile, it's almost Friday. 10 minutes away and it's Friday, so that's why we had to show you this right now, because out of the next break it would have been Friday, and then I had to say, smile, it is Friday. It was screwed up the whole thing. Brought to you by Dominion National, providing innovative high-value dental vision benefits to area employers and individuals. Smile and dance. It's almost Friday.
And hit one opposite field for your Brian Goodwin. Here we go, top six. Markakis first. Gio's curveball a beauty. Pitch number 92. Gio had a quick fifth inning, which he needed. 13 pitches. Suzuki and Camargo to follow here, top six. He gets a swing and a miss with the 87. But you talked about the movement. It's harder than a changeup. Not as hard as a heater, but it's got some late action.
Tony, some of those lefties throughout history that threw 88 were the toughest ones to hit.
This one popped up right side. Murphy tearing out. Bryce cruising in behind him, and Daniel has it. That's 7 straight for Gio since the Camargo RBI hit. That put them on top after the Suzuki leadoff double in the fourth over Bryce Harper's reach. They had scored their previous run in the third on consecutive hits by Inciarte Phillips and the double by Freddie Freeman. So they had a chance for a couple of big innings. Gio shut the door and kept it close. He's been rewarded by Goodwin's homer to tie this thing up. And a long ball to left field, and Kurt Suzuki has homered off the Nats again this year. He hit one out in Atlanta, and he homered here for 2 runs against Tanner Roark on June 14th. So he's put the Braves back on top.
Well, he was looking in there, and he would ambush. First pitch fastball in, turn the fan on, Gio. And you could tell he was cheating to the fastball in, got the pitch he was looking for in the location he was looking for it. And he makes it a 3-2 game.
And there's a base hit by Johan Camargo, and he's 2 for 3. So just when Gio had retired 7 Braves in a row, the bottom of the order gets him. So nearly half of Kurt Suzuki's homers this year have come against the Nationals.
Well, he caught all these pitchers, and you wonder if maybe he knows what's coming. Not to take anything away, but you know, a veteran guy, they look for guys tipping. They've been on the other side in the squat catching guys, and maybe he sees something, knows something against some of these guys.
Well, I think it's absolutely got something to do with it. Plus, they were carrying 3 catchers for a while. Anthony Recker no longer on the big league roster. So he's getting more playing time and more at bats now, sharing time with Tyler Flowers, as opposed to earlier when he was kind of starting the season just catching R.A. Dickey in the knuckleball. That's why the Braves signed him. Kurt Suzuki, a guy we know well, doing a whole lot more than that. Gio has struck out Swanson looking twice. That's a wicked diving changeup, 0-2. Thuds you hearing. Mike Fultonevich knocking the dirt out of his spikes with his bat on deck. One ball, 2 strikes to Swanson. Gio could really use a ground ball here. Short lead by Camargo. So 3-7-0 Braves, 2-7-0 Nationals. to 100 here. Gio's average 106. Last time out, in fact, the time before that as well against the Cubs and the Cardinals, 113 each time.
Dansby really looks like he's in swing mode here. Gio trying to expand the zone and make him swing at something not even close in a 1-2 count.
Sounded like he busted his bat. Here comes Murph with a tag, and then he couldn't get the ball out of his glove, and Swanson was really getting it down the line anyway. 2 outs on the 4 unassisted.
Yeah, it looked like he might be able to turn the double play here. Camargo kind of made a mistake in letting Daniel Murphy tag him that quick. He reached for the closed glove. Did you see that? Couldn't get into his glove because of the tag. He had it closed tight so he wouldn't drop the ball, and then he couldn't open it in time to get his hand in there.
Pitcher next, Fultonevich, who has struck out and sacrificed. Gio's batting spot is due up 4th in the bottom of the inning, as he gets to pitch number 104 here. Sammy Solis. And if you weren't with us earlier and you caught a glimpse of him just there, Tanner Roark is in the bullpen. Swing and a miss. Top of the 6th over, but the Braves back on top. Kurt Suzuki, his 7th of the year. 3-2 Atlanta.
Inning 3-2 Braves. Brian Goodwin putting on a show. Gio Gonzalez battling as he usually does. Kurt Suzuki killing his old team like he usually does. So Brian Goodwin is having a nice night. Singled up the middle his first time, lined out to left his second time, and then the third pitch of his third at-bat was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that went far the other way. Maybe a little bit too much plate, belt high. And here's some StatCast brought to you from Fios. By Verizon. Fios is not cable. We're wired differently. Go to getfios.com today. You saw the numbers? Impressive.
So Kurt Suzuki this year, 3 homers and 8 RBIs against the Nationals on 8 hits. By the way, good morning to you as we have our look at the Nats box score. Rendon double, Defoe sac fly, 2nd inning. And the other scoring, the good one, Apo Bapo, leading off the bottom of the 5th. hitting the ball extremely hard out to the red seats. Anthony Rendon 1 for 2 with a double and a run. Pitch number 85 from Mike Foltynewicz. It's our midnight reset. We've been waiting for one of these for years. BCFP DK. Maybe the last time we did one was in Atlanta. Remember that game? Well, we start a game at 11 o'clock down there one night.
I remember that one. Did the Nats win that game? At like 2 in the morning?
I don't know. Somebody could give me a date, I can find it.
I can't remember 10 minutes ago, which was yesterday, so.
You remembered something from our production meeting 6 hours ago.
Very good.
1-2 to Anthony Rendon. He's going to go the other way and pop it up. Short right field. Markakis drawing a bead on that one for the first out. Our next 5. And 4 of them involved the Braves. At least 3 more in this series. WUSA 9 with us. For Max Scherzer and R.A. Dickey tomorrow. Steven Strasburg, Julio Teheran Saturday. And you would think either Joe Ross or Tanner Roark against lefty Sean Newcomb on Sunday. Then we have the break, and you saw the first 2 of what will be a rather unusual series at Cincinnati. A 4-game series starting Friday that'll wrap around until a Monday afternoon game before we head on to Anaheim and Phoenix.
You know who I have in the home run derby?
I'm sorry?
You know who I have in the Justin Bohr.
Yeah.
That's
a good ballpark for him.
I watch him take BP all the time in Marlins Park, and he hits balls in the upper deck where nobody else does.
Yeah.
And the ball travels to right there, especially with the roof closed, which I think they'll have it. Who knows? But yeah, he's my sleeper.
Yeah, it's a good call. Has a native of Virginia ever won the home run derby? Probably not. 1-2. And, you know, at right field there in Marlins Park, you don't have to get all of one to get it out. He could have a couple of mishits and pick up 3 or 4 home runs.
No, he puts on a display every day down there. So he's, I don't know if he's even a sleeper. I'm sure not to the Marlins people.
1-2. Fastball away. That's out, said Mike Everett, meaning outside. 2-2. Our brilliant fans are reminding us that the Nats won that game in Atlanta we were talking about in 12 innings, and Dan Herron got the save.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. His first career save.
Seemed like 18 innings to us. Two balls, 2 strikes. Fastball moving away, and Matt Wieters can't get to it. Yeah, our crew saying that was a 15-inning game. 8-7 with Dan Herron getting that save. It's gracious.
So you're new to Twitter. Don't believe everything you read on Twitter. I mean, I do, but you shouldn't. You're better than that. Especially this time of night. You don't know what's going to come up on this thing over here. You know, people have had a few.
Big curveball. Defoe takes it. So Saturday, August 17th, 2013, the game ended at 12:49, 5 hours and 29 minutes. Not that long of a rain delay, really.
I'm thinking about a rain delay game that started at like 11:30 there. That's the one I'm
Yeah, this one started at 7:20.
No.
So
there was a game that
we didn't even start till 11.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Maybe somebody on Twitter can help me with that.
Look at Wilmer Difo drill a ball to center. He's had 3 good at-bats tonight. Well, one that he didn't have to do anything. They walked him intentionally, but he has a sacrifice fly and now a base hit.
I'm telling you, he's been ready from the get-go on this one. He's fired up at short. He had the sac fly first time up, and he's doing a nice job of getting on top of the baseball. Dusty Baker wants him to keep the ball out of the air. Said he's hitting too many fly balls, and you see the kind of adjustment he's making, getting on top. So sac fly first time up, he actually got on top of that one. It was a high fastball, now base hit. And the steal is in here in a 3-2 ball game with Sanchez in.
Yeah, Adrian Sanchez is going to hit for Gio, who goes 6. That's trying to get him off the hook.
See, this is the part I would change if I were the commissioner. That if a pinch hitter comes up, you have to go over them in the scouting meeting so that you don't have to go over them in the game. And we see it with the Nats, we see it with every team. This is just a modified scouting report on Adrian Sanchez, because when they do the scouting reports before the game, they go over the lineups. You know, the first 8 hitters, and maybe even how you want to pitch the opposing pitcher. But whenever a pinch hitter comes up, the pitching coach will run out and give a mini scouting report to the pitcher about the pinch hitter. If you nip that in the bud, you could save a lot of time.
Sanchez still looking for his first big league hit. He's 0 for 4. Difo holding, strike 1. That's not a stolen base lead right there.
Well,
0-2.
If you're leaning towards second, sometimes a smaller lead is better because you're aggressive toward the base you're going to. It looks like he has a lean going. But you're right, he could extend a little more.
Sanchez swinging a miss. He's gone on 3 pitches. Foltynewicz just went over 100 on the night. Through 6, and it's 3-2 Braves. Nats baseball, stay connected with a fully customizable experience. Nats home screen icons, app features, as well as game day, live game video highlights, and StatCast. Download MLB.com at bat. So it's a 3-2 Atlanta lead. Now the rains have returned. That's about the last thing we want at this hour. And with Sammy Solis coming in, it's our Jiffy Lube pitching change. So choose a winning team for your vehicle. Jiffy Lube for value and convenience. JiffyLubeDC.com. Sammy, 9th appearance. Just a couple now. since he came off the DL. Top of the order, Ender Inciarte, who is 0 for 1 career against him. That ball is hammered out to right center. Base of the scoreboard. Goodwin picks it up. And Ender Inciarte, with his 110th base hit, is at second base, nobody out.
Yeah, pretty good swing right there. You're wondering if that was going to stay in the ballpark. So fastball, curveball changed the arsenal for Sammy Solis. Fastball averaging 94.
So here's Brandon Phillips, 1 for 4 against Sammy. Productive out. Murphy to Zimmerman. Inciarte with Freddie Freeman coming up on third base.
Professional at bat, move the runner, nicely done.
Sammy has faced Freddie twice and walked him both times. That's infield in.
Yeah, you got to get real close.
Well, that's going to score 1 run and maybe more. Freeman off the wall, barely stayed in. And it's 4-2 Atlanta.
Freeman's so good with runners on third, less than 2, getting inside the ball, going the other way. That classic inside-out swing, and there's his 1,000th career hit, an RBI double the other way. It's a pretty swing.
He almost left the yard with that one. So here's Matt Kemp. 2 long doubles against Sammy Solis and a ground ball in between. Kemp 1 for 2 with an RBI against Sammy career.
Kind of hear the dugout chatter if you turn it up a little bit. It's kind of cool. You don't normally get to hear that in a major league game.
Yeah, different kind of night here. 1-1, swing and a miss. 93 from Solis. And to short, Defoe, 2 down. Lefty now with Nick Markakis, who's 1 for 5 career against Solis. Nats have the top of the order coming up in the bottom of the 7th inning. Fair ball. 3 doubles in the inning and a 2-run frame for Atlanta.
Yeah, 3 doubles by lefties, and that's not what you want on a left-hander of the bullpen. Got the righties out. But another nice swing. This time Nick Markakis going inside out down the left field line. And a 2-out knock makes it 5-2.
We talked about this numerous times this year. Bullpens have to hold the opponents down when you're behind, making it possible to come back. And now that wall has gotten a whole lot taller here with 3 innings to go. From 3-2 to 5-2 in the space of 5 hitters. Suzuki has doubled and homered tonight, facing Sammy Solis for the first time. Fastball up and Suzuki lays off.
You know, a lot of times when you're the home team and you wait out a rain delay for a long time, you know, you're wondering why you're playing, you're wondering why it took so long. But when you're the visiting team, you're probably thinking the same thing. But I've been on both sides. Once the game starts, you start saying, well, if they're going to make us wait, let's go. And you start to have a little fun with it in the clubhouse.
And Suzuki will pop one up into center. Long run for Goodwin, but he's there. Braves pick up 2 right before the 7th inning stretch and lead by 3. Telecast is presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the expressed written consent of the Washington Nationals. 12:20 in the AM. Nats are coming up in the bottom of the 7th inning, and they are into the Atlanta bullpen. Left-hander, Slim Sam Freeman. Goes 5'11", 180, 30 years of age.
Sound like you reverted back to your boxing days right there.
And in this quarter,
sounds like a boxer's name, Slim Sam Freeman.
Brian Goodwin, strong Brian Goodwin, 1-for-1 against him with an RBI. And he's having quite a night. That's 3-for-4. And the only out Goodwin made was a line drive to left.
But you hear Dusty Baker on contact down there say, there you go. As soon as he swung and made contact, 3rd hit of the night. Line out to left is only out. Look at him stay on that nasty curveball. You talk about being in the zone and the game moving slow, seeing the ball big, all the cliches. Brian Goodwin locked in. Not a lot of movement. Look how still the head is. We talk about how still Daniel Murphy's head is. Brian Goodwin's head does not move a bit.
Ryan Rayburn, 0-for-2 career against the lefty. Came in to replace Michael A. Taylor, who we saw wince on a swing earlier tonight. Struck out in the 5th after taking over in left field. One and two, and the fastball right by him. Now it's Harper and Zimmerman, the next two.
Guys, PJ's on, taking pictures. Do Eagles drink coffee?
Dancing up the storm. And here's Bryce, who's 0-for-2 against Freeman, both strikeouts. Doubled in 3 trips, 2 fly balls to center. .97 to the outside edge. Ryan Zimmerman's had a good night. He's next. They do have a right-hander ready. Good take by Bryce, 2-1. Jason Mott is that right-hander. Strike call. 2-2, and Bryce didn't like it.
Well, pitch track or pitch cast will probably call it a strike. It likes the low pitch, but Bryce thought it was down, and it looked down initially. That's why they wear steel-toe shoes back there. Wear steel-toe shoes, and then they have the flap that covers them.
Two with one out.
Pretty good approach right there on the off speed. You saw what a foul ball down the left field line did his second time up.
Yep, led to a pulled double. Now Bryce with a couple of good takes, works it full.
Trying to get that tying run to the plate and survive this at bat. Good take. Gotta challenge him here with the fastball, don't you?
And Harper out to center. It'll play for Inciarte. 2 outs here in the 7th.
The first baseman,
And I think if Ryan represented the tying run, you get the right-hander, Mott.
Yep.
But since it's not, you stick with your lefty.
Yeah, mostly a situational guy, Freeman, so Ryan Zimmerman hasn't faced him before.
That game we were thinking about was August 9th, 2014. It started at 10:51 a.m. It went extra innings. It ended at 2:29 a.m. and it was a 4-1 Nats win. In case you were wondering, it was driving you nuts and you couldn't go to sleep right now, which I know is the case.
Well, these teams have had some great battles over the years.
Some guy named Keith Oberman texted me that. Stick to politics, Meat. Or go to sleep.
Keith isn't going to sleep as long as there are baseball games going on. You kidding me?
I know.
There's one in Seattle. There's one at Dodger Stadium still going on. Oh, 2. On an off-speed pitch in the dirt, Ryan Zimmerman strikes out. That's it for the Nats in the 7th. They've stranded 8, and they've had at least a hit in every inning. back and win this one.
You'll do it.
Still not going to do it.
Oh.
Taste of the World back Saturday. The Nats celebrate international culture and cuisine with a pregame food and drink festival. Now the Nats play the Braves at 4:05, and then you'll take home a set of Nationals branded salt and pepper shakers. Visit nationals.com/special ticket.
You tried so hard to segue from Mohawk to Taste of the World, but I just think that might have been impossible. Absolutely impossible. 24th game for Joe Blanton. You check out the record, the ERA, the strikeouts to walks. Impossible to segue to Joe Blanton from that too. So fastball, slider, curveball change. The fastball averaging 90.4 miles an hour, and he's been pitching much better the last 3-4 times out.
He has. 36-year-old right-hander now. Last 4 games, 3 1/3, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. Hitting .091 they are against him. 7-8-9 for the Braves here. They're warming up Jose Ramirez. It looks like they'll be pinch hitting for Sam Freeman, who had a very nice inning there. So Blanton against Camargo for the first time. That is fair over the bag, and Ryan Zimmerman has it for the first out. Dansby Swanson is next. Braves have a couple of left-handed bats they could go to. Matt Adams in there. Switch hitter Danny Santana. Swanson 0 for 1 with a strikeout against Joe Blanton.
Nice slider. Subtle break to it at the end.
Yeah, there's an Adams in the on-deck circle, but it's right-handed batter Lane Adams. Counts even, 1-1.
Kevin Franzen texted me that he was 1 for 5 with 2 RBIs in that game.
But who's counting?
Close the yearbook.
You have more famous people on your phone than anybody I know.
That's just, it's weird. You start a game late and you start all these texts rolling. Usually doesn't happen.
Of course, he's 3 time zones behind us, right? We miss you, Kevin.
He's on the dark side. He's doing a morning radio show in San Francisco.
Okay. There's Lane Adams. And Swanson's going to drop one into right center, turning an 0 for 3 into a 1 for 4.
Number 16, Lane Adams.
Looks like a fire drill.
Where'd he go?
Barry Pendleton. Got to get my bats. Where's my bat? Anybody see my bat? I'm going to need it because I'm hitting.
Yeah, must have done some hitting down in the cage.
Yep.
Because from the visitors' dugout here, it's a short stairway, then a right turn to their batting cage.
Well, they could have said Adams, and he thought they meant Matt. So he's like, which Adams? I might need my bat.
Lane Adams is a 27-year-old outfielder. Had a grand total of 3 at-bats for the Royals in 6 games 3 years ago. And he was hitting .268 at Gwinnett when they called him up. In fact, that was interesting. On June 7th, he played for Gwinnett in the afternoon and the Braves that night. He went 2 for 4 in the minor league game and then came in the Braves game in the 7th inning that night. There's the aforementioned Jose Ramirez. Runner started, then stopped. That one's into left center by Lane Adams, and heading for third is Swanson. So tonight the Nats bullpen, 8 batters, 4 hits. I'll make it 9 batters now, and they're 5 for 9.
Yeah, Dusty Baker getting ready to come out and get Joe Blanton. He's just waiting. And here he comes.
Inciarte on deck, and it'll be Matt Grace. So Joe Blanton will give up 2 hits in a third of an inning and be responsible for a couple of guys out there on the bases. Dusty trying to piece things together to keep this a 3-run game. The Nats have 6 outs with which to work. So at the Fitz on Saturday, first 1,250 fans receive a one-of-a-kind ode to Tommy John surgery elbow statue. I'm assuming it's left-handed. It's also how the Grinch stole halfway to Christmas night, with Grinch-themed promos and activities. Fireworks after the game presented by WTOP Radio. You know how to find them.
I disagree with both of those things. You don't celebrate Tommy John surgery, and you don't celebrate a Grinch stealing Christmas.
I don't know if that's a winning Wednesday type approach or not.
Disagree with both of those promotions strongly.
Here's Matt Grace. Take home your own elbow. 16th appearance for Matt, league hitting .321 against him, and Ender Inciarte is 1 for 1 against the Nats left-hander.
Talk to somebody who missed 2 years of baseball rehab because of that surgery.
Still just 1 out, runners at first and third, and the Braves trying to get this thing to slam range. Rendon shallow at third. A lot of things in play here. Inciarte can bunt, he can handle the bat. They got a runner picked off first, and no throw. That'll be a stolen base for Lane Adams. Ryan Zimmerman took a glance at the runner at third.
Yeah, I'm telling you, teams are going to start going first move until Ryan proves that he can consistently throw the guy out at second base. And, you know, if I'm analyzing this 100% honest, he looked like he did want to throw it. And maybe he did want to throw it because Matt Adams looked like he was going to cut across the infield. Lane Adams, excuse me, cut across the infield to go to third. He was way in on the grass. Didn't have a lane to throw it.
Any little thing big league clubs and scouts will take advantage of. So double play possibility gone. Inciarte jumps back from that one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And I think if you throw it there and hit Adams in the back, you get the out, right? Because he was so far in. Out of the baseline?
That's a call they'll make if the guy's out of the baseline. You're right. Inciarte right off the hands and the foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on a great pitch by Grace, ending up off the plate. 2 down.
The big out to keep this a 5-2 game and keep it within reach. And a guy that puts the ball in play. Nice slider for Matt Grace to get the strikeout.
That's only Inciarte's 57th strikeout in around 360 at bats. So here's Brandon Phillips, 1 for 4, and in one career matchup against Matt Grace was walked intentionally. So second and third, 2 outs now. Strike call, outer edge.
Five-2 is doable. 7-2 going to be real hard. We've seen the Nats come back even 5 runs down before and make it a ball game, but you know, whatever you got left in the tank in a 5-2 game, you think you got a chance. So this is a huge out if you have any notions of winning this one late.
Yeah, and they also have a closer who has blown 6 saves this year. We'll worry about Jim Johnson later. First order of business, keep it within 3. Swing and a miss, and Matt Grace comes up big with a couple of strikeouts. Daniel Murphy leads off, bottom of the 8th. Rendon and Wieters behind him. Braves by 3. Baseball on MASN, brought to you by Navy Federal Credit Union. Proudly serving the armed forces and their families for over 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA and by the Lexus RX. Featuring a pre-collision system with pedestrian detection. Standard. Time to keep the line moving, huh? Bottom of the 8th coming up.
And bat around. So bad.
It's a good thought. Jose Ramirez, 24-year-old right-hander.
Yeah, huge fastball, 97.4 on average, so that means it's playing with triple digits. Slider 89, changeup 88.
And pardon me, Jose Ramirez, 27-year-old right-hander. Not the 24-year-old infielder that came up when that name was inserted.
Yeah, it took me a while to get there too.
38th appearance and a pretty good ERA, just 21 hits in 34 innings. Daniel Murphy is 0 for 1 against him and 1 for 3 with a double tonight. Bringing the heat at 98 after what we saw from Sam Freeman last inning. Their bullpen has an ERA of 4.31. Took a little bit off. 2-2. Watch live Q&As with your favorite Nats, game previews, interactive interviews on MASN All Access with Sarah Perlman. Check out the social media show on MASN Nationals, Facebook Live, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Two, and Murphy fights off another. And a good take to fill things up. Base runners needed any way you can. Rendon, like Murphy, 1 for 3 with a double. And Murphy goes deep to center. Ball doesn't seem to be carrying too far at Nationals Park tonight and NCR tape. Plenty of room for that.
I've always said around 1 in the morning the ball stops carrying you. I wonder how many at-bats major league players have had throughout their career at 1 in the morning.
I don't know. Interesting question. 20 maybe?
I would say a lot less than that. I would say less than 10. Depends how long you've been playing, I guess.
Rendon 1 for 3 against Jose Ramirez. Trying to pull that thing up and frame it. Kurt Suzuki, ball 1.
Ramirez was walking to get the ball around the horn.
Target away on 1 and 2. And Rendon able to get to it. Announced crowd of 22,724 tonight. A couple thousand of our fans were able to stick around. Those of you who weren't, we certainly understand. Front door and the breaking ball there, and out of play to the right. Hope you're home safe and sound, able to spend the late night with us. And if Anthony Rendon doesn't swing this year, it's usually a ball. He's been seeing it so well. 2 and 2. Braves have some electric arms coming out of their bullpen tonight. Everything down and away. That one wasn't down and away, and it leaves at over 100 miles an hour into left field, and Anthony Rendon's 2 for 4.
Such quick hand. I mean, he's geared up for 100. Watch him just throw the hands, no stride, 2-strike approach, barrel to baseball. Another 2-hit night for Anthony Rendon.
Matt Wieters is next. Matt 0 for 1 against Ramirez. Oliver Perez for Freddie Freeman in the ninth, it appears. Counts even, 1-1. They continue to pitch Matt away, able to take that one 2-2.
'99. Trying to get on there for Wilmer. He's been ready to play since this game started.
On a pitch up, Wieters a hot shot. Quite a grab by the shortstop Swanson. That is a 6-5-3 double play with the shift doing a big time job.
I'll tell you what, that might be one of the best weird double plays you see all year. The shortstop on the second base side, a short hop to kind of bounce behind him. Perfect feed for the 6-5-3 double play to end the 8th.
Scherzer's story continues against the Braves here tomorrow night. Mac's career 6-4 against Atlanta in 14 games, 12 starts, and the Nats ace will be looking for his 11th win with that 1.94 ERA and that 159 opponent's batting average. R.A. Dickey, 6-5 for the Braves. Johnny and Ray get us going tomorrow night with Nats Extra 6:30.
Well, some of those sliders we just showed were so dirty. And that one shot we had from the third base dugout looked like Max Scherzer was throwing from about 45 feet, didn't it?
Hitters probably feel that
right?
way. Well, Matt Gray's still in there after a couple of strikeouts. He gets Freddie Freeman here, who is 2 for 5 career against the Nationals lefty. So 9 pitches, 7 strikes to get those 2 Ks, but he's 2-0 here. In the strike zone, shift on. Rendon's out at short, everybody else on the right side. Freddie Freeman 2 for 4 tonight, and his double 2 innings ago, career hit number 1,000. Grace gets him. 3 consecutive strikeouts by Matt Grace to Inciarte, Phillips, and Freeman.
That slider's been real good tonight. Watch it start right at Freddie, break down the middle. Locked him up. Great pitch.
Third time in 6 at bats. Matt Grace has struck out Freddie Freeman in their matchups. And here's Matt Kemp, who's 0 for 1 against Matt. Into the 1 o'clock hour we go. Ball game started at 10:10. Braves trying to get back to within 8.5 of the Nats. Matt Grace has everything going on right now, the fastball and the slider. And he locked up Matt Kemp. 4 consecutive Ks.
Yeah, put on a strikeout display here with the slider. You saw him shake to it right there. Matt Wieters wanted a different pitch. He shook to the slider because he's feeling it. An excuse me swing by Matt Kemp. Tough to concentrate this late. Really is for all these guys.
Markakis 1 for 5 against Matt. Jim Johnson for the night. He has the 4th highest save total in the league at 18, but he's only converted 75% of his opportunities. And he also has 6 wins out of the bullpen.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good stat for a closer.
I don't think so.
You don't want your closer getting wins.
Usually means a blown save and then your teammates bailed you out. (3-0) on Nick Markakis, who has walked and doubled in a run tonight. And Blake Treinen been getting warm for the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, I don't think that had anything to do with what Matt Grace is doing or not doing out there. That had everything to do with getting Blake trying it loose. That wasn't a tune-up. You know, he might have said something when we got out there, but that was a stall to get Trinan hot for Kurt Suzuki if they can.
3-0. 4-pitch walk.
I don't know if Trinan's ready. Mike Maddox is signaling down there. See if he needs some more time. Hat off. That means he is ready. So Dusty Baker probably going to come out and get the lefty. Matt Wieder's going to go out there for just a hair more so that Blake Trinan can throw a couple more pitches, but it looks like he's standing there waiting. Well, he's going to throw some more.
Mike Everett, the crew chief, on his way to the mound to move this thing along. And here comes Dusty. Matt Grace will pitch an inning and a third with 4 strikeouts and a walk. Righty-righty matchup in the top of the 9th when we come back. When this one is over, yeah, they're still here, Johnny and Ray. There they are. Wave to us, guys.
Somebody poke them and see if they're okay.
Evidently not listening to Bob and FP.
Guys,
they got the whole thing covered. There we go, Johnny. Thank you, sir.
he moved.
Swim move by Johnny Holiday. It's all brought to you by WB Mason when this one's over. Just checking you guys out.
Making sure you're all right.
Yeah, okay, Johnny. We get your point. Honored to have them in our booth earlier tonight.
36th appearance for Blake. 2-seam fastball, mid to upper 90s, slider changeup.
Blake Trinan and Kurt Suzuki. The matchup is 0 for 1 with an RBI and a base on balls. Oh, 2. And that ball is hammered out to center. Goodwin is there. And here we go to the bottom of the ninth. Nats are down by 3. It's Defoe, a pinch hitter, and then Goodwin against Jim Johnson. Tenno Nationals, and again Washington's had at least 1 hit in every inning tonight, but the Nats have stranded 8 base runners, and it'll be 34-year-old Jim Johnson. As I mentioned, he's up there on the saves list, 4th in the league behind Holland, Rodney, and Jansen, but he does have 6 blown saves.
Yeah, fastball 66% of the time at 94. Curveball probably his best secondary pitch, 12-6 straight down, firm 80 miles an hour, occasional changeup at 88.
Left field, Danny Santana for defense. And that'll be a double switch. Matt Kemp double switched out of the game. Stephen Drew on deck. And Defoe serves one into the left field corner. He's having quite a night. Second hit. He has a walk and a sac fly. And the bottom of the ninth is off to an interesting start.
Telling you, Wilmer is showing Dusty Baker he wants to play more. You know, he's getting some consistent at-bats. Remember, he had the good game against the Mets the other night. Some sweet plays at short, some good at-bats, and he starts the ninth up with a double down the left field line. Pretty soon, everyone's going to be singing Unchained Melody.
Stephen Drew, 2-for-8 career against Johnson. Pinch hitting numbers fabulous lately. Overall, 6 for 15, 5 batted in. Pretty good hook.
You know, normally I'd say get the game to Bryce, but right now Stephen Drew needs to get the game to Brian Goodwin as the tie-in run.
That's a good thought.
Brian Goodwin having a big night with 3 hits and a home run and a line out to left. They get that guy up as a tie-in run. He's locked in.
0-2 battle here for Stephen Drew. That one almost sailed to the backstop. Then he goes off speed and misses. 2-2.
Johnson's having trouble with the grip on the baseball. He keeps wiping his arm on his pants after he throws the pitch, and based on the last 2 pitches.
Yeah, muggy night. He's really worked up a sweat out there. And he's got the fastball at 95 to throw by Drew for the first out. What a night for Brian Goodwin. 2 singles around a homer.
Yeah, first time up, line drive back up the middle. So he started the night off with a bang. There goes the no-hitter, and then there goes a home run, his 7th of the year. Into the red seats in left center. Big boy home run, I think on a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, and then last time up, another lousy single to right. So looking for his 4th hit here.
And against Jim Johnson, 0 for 1 career. On deck circle, the potential tying run. But Goodwin's got to get aboard is Adam Lind. They're still making noise at 115. That's a perfect pitch to the outside edge. And now Jim Johnson has another hitter, 0-2. Strike 3 call.
Yeah, both of the last 2 strikes I thought were borderline. Pitch number 2 on the edge, pitch number 3 on the edge. And Mike Everett looking for strikes right now.
Up to Adam Lind to keep it going, to get it to Bryce Harper. Lind, a lot of matchups in the American League against Jim Johnson. 6 for 20.
So I can see that guy up as a tying run, Dusty Baker would.
Suddenly, after being on the verge of a couple of guys on base, Jim Johnson has really gathered himself here. Adam Lind, 400 as a pinch hitter this year. 10 for 25, 3 homers, 9 batted in. Looking for contact.
Battling. That crowd right behind the Nats dugout, still into it.
I love it.
1:17 in the morning there.
For a lot of them, the best seats they've ever had for a baseball game.
And they're into it.
And they're enjoying it. Good for them. Low 2-2.
He's trying to get on any way he can for Bryce Harper.
And Adam Lind waging a very good battle here.
I just love his swing, man. He's just old school. Swing hard in case you hit it. More times than not, he barrels up baseball. It's fun to watch him swing. A lot of guys, you say it's fun to watch him hit. It's fun to watch Adam Lind swing.
Two. And this one to left. Nats hoping it gets out of play. And it will.
They're into it. Just want to see Bryce hit just like everybody else in that first base dugout.
Ball 3.
All right, here we go. I wonder if the guy standing on deck has an influence. Jim Johnson's thinking right here. Or maybe his nerves when he throws this pitch.
Bryce, by the way, 2 for 7 career against the right-hander. 3-2 now to Adam Lind. Up the middle, the shift is on, and that's Swanson up the middle, and the Braves beat the Nats. 3 hours and 10 minutes. A 5-2 game. And really from the get-go tonight, a very bizarre scenario at the ballpark. So the Braves will take it under a morning moon and take the first of this series, and now they're 8.5 back of our Nationals. It's Max Scherzer and R.A. Dickey tomorrow night. We'll get you going at 6:30, first pitch at 7:05. This has been a presentation to Masson. Johnny and Ray are straight ahead. They've had a long night as well, gentlemen. Take it away, and from the booth, so long for just a while.